Daily, we're looking at the daily right now. I saw this and I thought about buying. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought about buying, but we stick with the trend until the trend reverse. If the trend didn't officially reverse, it's literally no need to look for anything else. So I'll mark this out. Long term high. Mark this out. That was a long term low that was obviously taken out, but I still like to, mark them up. hmm Let's do. Let's see what's going on in intermediate. I'm gonna use this. Hold on, what time is this? Okay, see. Mhm. Not ready at all. See what's going on with that. Change that. All right, bet. Uh, let's go to the 5 minute just right quick. The mark out New York midnight open. So also, I seen in New York like the way price is trading with the New York midnight open. It usually trends in one direction, but it was kind of like trending, like consolidating around New York midnight open. So I was like, oh, like it's probably gonna be, like all over the place today. Like I don't know, but by the time my session opened, it was below the New York midnight open. Not saying like that's the reason to sell. I'm just saying like these are also other confluences that I use. You feel me? To figure out what I can do for the day. So so now we go to the 15 minutes. See what's going on in the 15 minute. Okay. Turn that into a short term. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's also look at market open. Market open for I use my market open for gold is 8:20 a.m. Eventually, like after like I ain't gonna lie, like after these next 2 to 3 videos, I'm not marking up every time. Like like if you want to see how I mark up, then you could just watch these past videos because not to complain about the work, but it's like I want to get into the nitty gritty, but I do have to break down the environmental like subjections to why I'm doing these stuff and like showing y'all what was going on even before the entry, you know. But at the same time, I'm just saying you have to catch up for real, like basically, because once again, this isn't a course. I'm just doing the favor of marking up all these stuff so you can see how I mark up the stuff. Okay, let's let this play out now. We need some action. Remember what I tell you all about market open? It's always something. It's always, you see that? It's always something that happens right before market open. Literally. So I honestly did not look at the markets like seriously until about 10 o'clock. So we could just skip the 10 o'clock. Let me see what time it is right now. Yep, 10:30 right here. So this is really what I saw when I opened up the chart today. So I could mark up more short-term highs. And this was around the time I thought about buying, honestly. But what made me say no, I'm not gonna buy? If my entry is coming at, and this is why time's so important. If my entry is coming at about 11 every day, and price is selling on the 15 minute and the higher time frame, why would I think like, oh, this one buy that I have is so important it's gonna hit? No, like it don't work like that. Like go with the trend. So I just stuck with it. So yeah. We basically just gonna stay with the trend. Let's go down to the 5 minutes so you can see what's going on in 5 minutes. It still wasn't 11 o'clock yet, but let's go to 11. Bang, right there. So that's only when we start watching. This right there was my first displacement, just like that. This also, let me rewind it so you can see where I got it exactly. Right there. I got it literally right here. 5 minutes. Wait for the retrace. Went for 6. Tried to go for 10. I also was looking at the 1 minute during the trade. I was managing it on the 1 minute time frame. As you can see, it started to go down, and then around like 11:45, I think, 11:30 is when I kind of started like taking contracts off in profit. And if you want to secure your profit, just shave profits off while it's in profit. You feel me? Because if I didn't do that, I probably lost the trade. But I was able to secure something and end the day in profit. But that's, look, exactly. And everything is time. Like everything is time. 11, you see at 11:52. Remember, it's no trading after 12 because it's new market makers coming in. Different institutions already figured out what they wanted to do. Now they have to set up for the Asian session and the London session later that night. So all these things you have to consider when trading after 12. So once I seen it was like literally like 11:50, I left the trade and called it a day. I ain't gonna lie, I just called it a day because I didn't see it. Just wasn't as clean as I would hope for it to be, you know. But then again, I wasn't surprised about the indecisiveness because, like I told you about the New York Midnight Open, when New York Midnight Open happened, it was already decisive of where I wanted to go. So it was just repeating itself, honestly. So I couldn't even be mad at that. But yeah, it was a good day, honestly. Uh, Lajon gonna drop his video later. I think he got like 2 or 3 videos for y'all. So, but yeah, this was the markup today into that 11:05 exactly. But the actual displacement happened exactly at 11. I didn't even realize that. And then my entry was at 11:05, and I got out of their trade at 11:40. So it was like about a 35-minute trade. Uh, Added profit to the account. So I actually recorded the live trade. I'm just trying to figure out a way to like hide the numbers because I don't want people seeing like how much I'm risking and all of that because people be nosy. And if somebody I know watching this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, what did you do?" No, this ain't that. Like, just focus. I just do it on this to focus more on the logical part of it. Like, that's what I'd say. Definitely detach from the monetary value when you trading, and that's gonna make your trading a lot easier because you're not really dependent on money. You just want to see if your logic was right. And a lot of traders just tend to always only want to be right though. But yeah, that was today. Tomorrow, and I think I told you all when this was yesterday. I was like, okay, this week I'm risking big. I definitely risked big today. Like, I don't think I ever risked as much as I did today. Like for the last 8 months or 10 months. So it was exciting though. But yeah.